Hello, upper management, and welcome to our product development presentation. We are the development team, and I would first like to introduce myself. I'm Amy Rose, the marketer, and I have had the pleasure of working with my colleagues, who I will also now introduce. Colin Aziz, Yu Tang, and Miki Shen are our designers, and Drew Ruderman and Ira Kong are our engineers. Together, we've spent months developing what we are thrilled to introduce to you today, the Brita Smart Lid. This product is a smart water bottle cap that is adjustable to fit on most water bottle sizes. From tracking water consumption to programming body measurements, diet, workouts, and outside temperature, to personalized hydration updates, pH balance measuring, and filtering the water, the Smart Lid truly does it all. One reason we believe this product can be so successful is because of how many people it will appeal to. Our target market is broad, young, around ages 15 to 30, athletic, health-conscious individuals, because we believe everyone will love the Smart Lid. In addition to the broad target market, there's also an opportunity for this product compared to leading competitors. The Hydrate Spark is a smart water bottle that glows to remind you to drink water. The product focuses on aesthetics and includes a colorful look. The Life Straw is also a smart lid that fits onto most water bottles that protects against bacteria and dirt. We see an opportunity to combine the aesthetics of the first water bottle with the functionality of the second water bottle to grow the Smart Lid as a leading product in the enriched opportunity zone. I will now pass it off to my design colleagues, Colin, Yu, and Miki.
Hi guys. Unfortunately, one of our group members isn't here, so I'm going to take over a couple of her slides. So forgive me if I'm a little rusty on them. So first we went into rough ideation where we just wanted to get ideas out. We all talked and figured out what we wanted to do, and we all revolved around mostly fitness and athletics, but we wanted to stay away from more specific sports and that kind of thing to have a more broader audience and more users. So next slide, please. Next slide.
I think it's just not updating for you.
Oh.
You're frozen.
Okay, so we then wanted to do quick renders to get a nice visualization of our three ideas before we went further on them. The first one was a mask that would regulate your air intake as well as show LED lights, a smart water bottle which tracks consumption and filters the water, as well as a smart weight set that changes to a workout. We thought that the water bottle would be the broadest of all of them. We thought it would target the most people have use for it. The mask we thought was a little too niche, as well as when Corona ends, it might not have a use. And the weight set's been done before actually very well, and we thought we couldn't add enough functions and features to make it into a smart product. So continuing on.
So as we decide to working on the water bottle, the cap things, so we're doing the research about the branding, the products. So how we can to make the bottle stuff smart. So we kind of relate focus on how we can track your water quality, and also tracking your daily intake, how much water you're taking for daily. And so as we found the Brita market, and we have some the merchandise already exists to has the water filter inside the kettles or bottles. So we trying to make it more smarter. So we think maybe we can design a screen or something to choose your water pH scale, your and tracking the water you're taking. Next slide, please. So we doing some cap design, the ideations. So based on the Brita bottles, so we're doing some screen testing on the top, and also we trying to try to use the indicate light to choose the water quality by showing the green, red, yellow color to let the people know your water is good or bad. And next slide, please. Here is the final sketches, final look. So we redesigned the cap. So we're trying to design as a more minimal look, more clean and simple, which is more related to smart, the word smart. And so here is a straw connect to the filter, and the three dots should be a physical buttons to control the all the feature functionality, and other three should be the indicator light as showing the water quantity. And next slide, please. So here's the UI UX design. So basically, it has a four pages. The one is to tracking your daily water intake. Another is your pH level, and from it has the range. So tell you the pH and the ppm, and also it shows the date, and you can customize it by your name. So when you have a more than one bottles, you can know whose bottle is that, and also the temperature, the function feature is also involved. Yeah, next slide. Yeah, so here's come to the materials and colors. So material, as for the bottle with the side, we find out there is a virulent BPA free bottle you as a the water bottle, which is a more strength, more sustainable, and kind of like isolate the temperature in the of the water. As for the rubber, there's TPE is a new type of rubber. This is more sustainable strength, and other materials should be the shiny white plastic, rubber strap, silicone straw, and status indicator LEDs. So, yep, next.
Thanks, UA. So for the next part, we jumped into more details in the CAD work. We also worked out a different mechanism for the hinge because we wanted to be able to see the screen while you're using the water bottle and make it always face upwards. So it has this kind of pivot hinge. It'll pivot back so you can see it at all times. It also houses the ribbon cable. To maximize the use, like space efficiency of the cap, we decided to split the circuit board into two parts. One that includes the buttons and inputs, lights, and a LCD screen, and then the other one that goes in the base of the cap. And then they're just connected together by a cable, kind of like a laptop screen. Everything was waterproofed and put into these modules to keep the circuits away from the water and pass-throughs, like for the straw. So they're all sealed, and the parts that you want to remove and wash in the dishwasher can be removed and washed in the dishwasher. So next slide. We then jumped into a final render. Like we said, we wanted to use the pre-existing Brita water bottles as well as their pre-existing filters. So everything uses the proprietary products and is replaceable, except it has screen indications to tell you when that's what you want to do. And then the next slide. This just went over a little bit about features and what exactly is included, which is going to be more involved in the design department. But like I said, dishwasher safe, smart screen, status indicator lights for when you should drink or if the filter is bad, as well as buttons for input. And then finally, the next slide is context render shots. We wanted to show that it's for everyday life, athletics, hiking. I thought that render of Trump was kind of funny because it really looks like he's trying to look at the screen while he's using the water bottle. I thought it fit really well. So yeah, this is a user input of our device. I'll now pass it over to the engineering team to go further into the specifications.
All right, so here's a quick product overview. It has four basic functionalities. First, it tracks water consumption. So this will use a water flow sensor to track how much water is going through and thus how much you drink. This will then give you personalized hydration recommendations based on your user input, such as BMI. It will also do temperature monitoring. So this will sense and display outside temperature, which will then affect your hydration recommendations. Additionally, it does water filtering, just like any other Brita. So this will do filtering water with carbon granules to remove mercury and the chlorine taste. These are the same modules that are in Brita, so they last about 2 months. It also does water purity, so it warns users of contaminants using a ppm sensor. And we had a pH sensor, but it was a little too expensive, so that's kind of our 20%.
All right, so I wanted to go into more detail about the parts list that we came up with for our product. And so the main premise that we tried to fulfill was to have reliable parts that would easily work together with our microcontroller and be relatively cheap for the end user. And so first we have the temperature sensor, the liquid ppm sensor, the flow rate sensor, and the round 2.2 inch LCD screen, which we switched to after consulting with our design team. And through our collaborative effort, we chose to have 3 buttons to provide inputs to our device and 3 LEDs, which you indicated about earlier. Our battery is still a work in progress as we try to maximize the lifetime of our device before each recharge is necessary. And once again, our pH sensor is with extra work and development would come out in Mark II of our product.
And then the estimated cost appears to be about $55 with these parts. Then we'll also have to add in the battery as well as the the printed circuit board, manufacturing cost, as well as our markup.
And so what we have here is a general design overview of our state machine in which our device would start out in idle state to save power, in which if there are no button inputs and water is considered safe, it just enters the idle state in which there's no backlight. And if the user does provide an input, it will go back to the state that it was in the previous active state. So it could range from the temperature check, body specification input, ppm monitor, or the future pH monitor input. And so as we can see here, the temperature check is very explanatory. It just displays the current ambient temperature. The body specification input is where everything practically comes together with all the buttons, in which you could input your height, weight, and active, a general zone of how active you are on a weekly basis to personalize your hydration advices that the device provides. And once again, the ppm monitor provides information about ppm, and the pH monitor would do the same. And this is a more in-depth, nitty-gritty view of all our inputs and outputs that we'll have from our controller. And on the left, obviously, is all of the parts that we had indicated previously. On the right, we have the LCD display. I wanted to go more in depth into this part because with the ppm sensor, especially since we want to indicate if the water is safe, it will have a check to make sure that ppm is at an acceptable level. And when Mark II does come out, it will also check to see if pH is at an acceptable level. And if it is acceptable, it will give an initial green backlight when it's active and just automatically turn off when it's in idle. And if it's not safe, it would turn on the red backlight and stay red until changes are made with the water.
This is a basic schematic. So it includes the LCD, the temperature sensor, the water quality sensor, the water flow sensor, the 3 LEDs and 3 switches, 3 buttons rather, as well as the 18 mega. This is the printed circuit board. So it's going to be a disc shape. And this will have the screen fitting into the inner ring. And so the screen is about 2.2 inches. So that's what the inner ring is. And then the outer ring is about 2.75 inches.
Thank you,
So,
engineering team. Oh,
yeah, I was going to hand it over to Amy Rose, and she can do the marketing.
thank you, engineering team. I'll now discuss some of the marketing decisions behind this product development. So our first positioning for this product was this is the only product, or this product is the only smart water bottle cap that tracks hydration based on habits such as body measurement, diet, workouts, and outside temperature to give personalized updates and alerts. And our second positioning was this product is the only smart water bottle cap that measures pH and cleanliness of the water and filters it to ensure safety. We conducted a survey with these positioning statements and the potential names to get feedback from our target market, and the results are as follows. As you can see with the first positioning, 85.19% of participants said they would be extremely or somewhat likely to buy the product, while with the second positioning, 84.62% of the participants said they would be extremely likely or somewhat likely to buy the product. Additionally, 96.42% of survey respondents stated they would use the product hourly, daily, or weekly if they had it with the first positioning, while with the second positioning, only 88.46% of participants responded in this way. The qualities highest associated with the product with positioning 1 were likable, unique, quality, good design, exciting, socially acceptable, trendy, hydration, personalized, healthy, and smart technology. And the qualities highest associated with the product with positioning 2 were likable, unique, quality, good design, exciting, socially acceptable, clean water, healthy, and smart technology. Lastly, the qualities least associated with the product were loyalty, sense of community, and affordable with the first positioning, while with positioning 2, the qualities least associated were affordable, sense of community, loyalty, trendy, and personalized. So based on consumer insights from the positioning portion of the survey, positioning 1 had a higher purchase intent and usage situations. Additionally, the elements of value and PODs in the survey received more associated or strongly associated with the Brita votes for positioning 1. The qualities associated with positioning 1 also fit the objectives that the Brita team wants to communicate with this product. With all of this in mind, the positioning that Brita will use is as follows. This product is the only smart water bottle cap that tracks hydration based on habits such as body measurements, diet, workouts, and outside temperature to give personalized updates and alerts. With this in mind, we were between 2 names, the Brita Smart Lid and the Brita IntelliTop. Here are some of the statistics from our survey that led us to choose the name we did. The name Brita Smart Lid had a total of 290 votes in the somewhat agree or strongly agree category, while the name Brita IntelliTop had a total of 213 votes in these categories. Some of the attributes that were highest associated with the Brita Smart Lid were smart technology, hydrating water bottle, socially acceptable, easy to recall, and consistent with the Brita brand. While the attributes highest associated with the Brita IntelliTop were smart technology, socially acceptable, and unique. Overall, the Brita Smart Lid was favored in both total votes and MAPA-TM qualities measured, as respondents stated that the Smart Lid was overall more memorable, meaningful, and appealing than IntelliTop. With all of this in mind, the name that the team decided on for our product was the Brita Smart Lid. There's an opportunity for this product to be the only sleek and aesthetic while highly functional and technological water bottle cap on the market. Survey respondents believed it was consistent with the Brita brand in addition to adding value back to the brand, such as excitement, trendy, fun, and more. I will also be presenting on behalf of our packaging team, Annabelle, who is unable to attend today. This is Annabelle's Brita brand analysis, looking at the colors, icons, and examples of text the Brita brand uses. Brita tends to use exposed wrap packaging where it shows the product while protecting it enough and giving the consumers all the necessary information. They also tend to use slogans such as "Drink Your Resolution" on some of their products and packages, so she wanted to incorporate these aspects. Originally, Annabelle went for a package going off the one brown craft paper package used for one of Brita's bottles. However, after making the model, Annabelle felt like the brown color didn't give off the clean feeling of the product and strayed too far from the recognizable Brita branding of using water gradients and bright blues. This is the final printed package with the exposed smart lid. We believed having the lid exposed was the best way to show off the product, and given that it is a water bottle lid, it is durable and there's no fear of the product being damaged having it be exposed. Annabelle used water pattern on the top edge and followed that clear, clean water feeling throughout the gradient blue with the gradient blue throughout the package. On the inside, there's a paper structure to hold the pH probe and straw, keeping the whole package secure. Here we can see the printable die cut that would be sent to manufacturing. You can see Brita graphics as well as the drawing of the straw and pH probe that are on the inside. The 3 bubbles with the information follow Brita's packaging method of calling out the key aspects of the product that they want the consumer to be aware of. We went with the phrase "hydrate smarter" on the side of the tube to bring in the personal hydration aspect of the project and also the technology of the smart lid. This package is designed to be minimal with glue tabs, so it'll be easy and inexpensive for the Brita company to manufacture, probably coming in at around 30 cents a unit. Overall, we wanted to design something that evoked the Brita brand and was clean, clear, and eye-catching for the consumer, and we feel confident that that is what we achieved. So now, upper management, I would like to emphasize to you that there's an opportunity with the Brita Smart Lid to cultivate a product unlike anything else on the market. Brita's goal is optimization of the water drinking experience, and we believe this product will accelerate the company goal past anything ever done before. The sleek, perfected design, along with the state-of-the-art technological engineering, has made for a product that has left consumers feeling excited and ready to try. We are confident in this product's ability to succeed and are excited to see just how far we can run with it. So, are you ready to believe in Brita and the Smart Lid? Thank you.
Any questions?
I have a question about the packaging.
Okay.
Is on the top of the packaging, I noticed, or on like the picture of the 3D printed model, is the top part just past the water lip, is that going to be like clear so you can see the product, or is that intended to be like a solid?
So that's the exposed lid part.
Oh, so that's the actual product exposed.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. Thank you.
Is that a sticker then that just gets put over the display panel to keep it protected?
It's a printed like wrap package. So it's more than like the sticker. You mean on the top?
Yeah.
I think it's fully exposed because that's what Annabelle was saying based off of a lot of their other products. They're fully exposed. So this is even less exposed than a lot of the other ones.
My only concern is just to make sure that you have that very specific method that it moves, and I would just want to make sure that that's not going to have a chance of getting damaged by having, if they're stacked in a box, or if they're, because that's the main thing you guys are bringing to the market is a very, very technological thing on the top. I just don't want to make sure LCDs don't get cracked, the mechanism gets jarred and doesn't have an impact shock. So just making sure that that's still going to at least protect that area.
Okay, yeah, thank you. That's a good point.
Even if it's just like a clear, cap that goes on top, I think that would be fine. The point is that we wanted to be able to like see the cap,
Yeah. Well, yeah, even if it's like a part, like a soda can, maybe a little larger than that, but that kind of shape that goes over the top and is, let's say, sealed down onto it, you can see it, but you're not going to have it get damaged. Even if that adds an extra 50 cents, not having it get damaged is the most important thing. Yeah.
Good point. All right, other questions, you guys?
I guess I was wondering how many milliliters can the water bottle hold? Or
It's designed to use the same threads as the pre-existing Brita water bottle, and those come in multiple sizes. So I assume just look up the volume. I can look it up really quick.
But it works with all the standards, so that means you're supporting all of what they have.
I believe the standard is 23.7 ounces for the Brita water bottles. There may be other sizes as well.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Anyone else? Up, I see Brendan has a raised hand.
Oh, I guess I just want to say it's a cool product, and I guess I had a question about the sensors. It's like, are they measuring the water when you drink through the straw, or are they measuring it like when the water hits the bottom of the cap?
So the water flow sensor will check when it goes through, right? So it will be as you're drinking it, basically. And then the other ones, like the ppm sensor, will be hanging down and will do it while it's full.
The ppm sensor goes right next to the straw to the bottom of the bottle. So even if there's a little bit of water left, you know that it's clean.
Right. And then the temperature sensor is just checking the air. So that's, yeah. Do you have any other concerns about that?
Brandon, anything else?
Oh, that's all I want to ask.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks.
What I would love to see is, I love the circuit board inside. I like the thoroughness of that. What I didn't see is, does it charge via USB? Does it charge via something? Because I don't see, doesn't come with a cabling or anything planned for that. But if I need to have something like that, it would be nice to know what that system is so that I can plan for it.
So it will have a USB connection that you can plug in, just like many other devices, like a phone, for example. And that will be included with the packaging.
Okay.
It just has a small plug to prevent dirt and debris and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Right.
it'll have a little rubber bit to cover that.
Drew,
Yeah.
can you go forward to the slide that shows the circuit board?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I would say there is the microcontroller, that the package there is one of the larger packages. You can get that same microcontroller in a package that has the pins much closer together, and that would be more appropriate for use on a circuit board. It would probably cut the size of it to probably a third of what you have right there.
Really? Okay. Yeah, that would be great.
Just change the packaging.
I'll ask you about that later.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, this is actually 2.2 and 4 inches. So this will be changed slightly to be the 2.75 that we were saying here. So it'll be thinner than that.
Yeah, the advantage of the other form factor chip is it's also thinner. It doesn't stick up as high above the board. So that might be an issue also.
Yeah. And the buttons will also be moved to be where the design team said they were,
Okay.
as well as the LEDs.
That's very good.